Hello, I'm Lo Chen. This is Lo News. This Justin, CZ speaking on the future of crypto. Everyone wants to know if the markets will pump and if this is the right time to get in. Let us check with an exclusive interview from CZ himself.
Nobody knows for sure, but the last peak in 2017 was about 20K. And it's been below that for like a couple of years and been above that. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why there's a psychological barrier there.
You don't think it's more, there's nothing regarding money supply or the NASDAQ or some of the other correlations we read about that's at play this time?
I think all of those things factor in, but fundamentally the market it's a mass psychology market, right? Any trading market is mass psychology. So the last barrier, the last support, the last all-time high is probably the current all-time low. So that has support concept to it, yeah.
So what do you think is the catalyst then for the next big move in price, up or down? Is it about regulatory granularity or more institutional interest or return of the retail investor?
So that part, I don't think anyone can forecast very accurately. Like, nobody really forecasted NFTs, DeFi, etc., which probably drove the last bull run. Before that, in the 2017, was mainly ICOs. 6 months before those things happened, very few people can forecast it. So for the next one, and now the market is so much bigger. There's so many more applications in the space. I'm not sure which one, but I think all of those things are moving in the positive direction. The regulatory landscape is shaping up to be quite well. Most countries are adopting regulatory frameworks. They're not banning Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. The macroeconomic situations, there's going to be high inflation, let's talk about recessions, etc. All of those things drive adoption into Bitcoin or into crypto.
But if crypto is so tied to macro factors these days, which it seems it is, even if you're just looking at this new move after the Fed's decision and the move higher in both equities and the price of Bitcoin, for instance, if a true recession takes hold and things sell off, why would one want to own cryptocurrencies? Aren't they only just going to fall backwards if we are truly in a recession?
To be honest, logically, cryptocurrency should move counter to the stock market. So they should be negatively, in theory, they should be negatively correlated. But today, the cryptocurrency market is so small that whenever the stock market crashes, stock markets, I don't know, like just in the US is about 60 trillion something. Bitcoin, but crypto markets altogether is just about $1 trillion today. So when the big ship tank, when stock markets crash, people want to hold cash. And today, most people who are trading cryptocurrencies also trade stocks. So right now it's positively correlated, which is illogical, but it's just the way it is right now.
Where do you think we are regarding the government, stable coins? I mean, there's so many other distractions right now in terms of regulation, but some argue the SEC continues to be the tip of the spear. What's the industry's take right now on what Gensler's up to?
So right now in the U.S. it's really interesting. We have multiple regulators fighting for jurisdiction over the industry, which is good in a way, which also causes some other problems in different ways. It's a bit unclear. But in most other countries, this problem doesn't exist. Most other countries, the regulatory agency is quite clear. Sometimes it's the central bank, sometimes it's the securities market regulator. Sometimes it's a brand new regulator. So most regulators are adopting, trying to clarify regulatory frameworks in their countries, which is very positive. The other stuff, the U.S. is a little bit unique in that it's a large country with multiple regulatory agencies, and now it's unclear who controls this space.